Hi gang, here we are, we're module 7, and this won't be a long video because we're going to, much like we did back in module 6 where we took queries and dug deeper, in this module we're going to take forms and dig deeper. But we're going to dig deeper in a way that I've alluded to already. We're going to dig deeper by having a form, and our forms are front end where we can choose the different things that we want. We're going to use macros to populate drop-down menus in our forms. So we're going to add controls to forms. We're going to create a macro to populate that control so that the user has a finite list of choices. Now, why would one do that? Well, there's an very awesome reason why. And it goes back to something that we've talked about a number of times already. And that is that we want to rely on the data that we've worked so hard to acquire, store, manage, and have the integrity and reliability of our data at the highest level possible. So if I limit what the user inputs to only a list of valid, reliable choices, I don't have to worry about somebody typed in something wrong. So if I gave them a drop-down menu of two choices, yes or no, well, it seems so insignificant. We'll just pick yes or no. How can they mess that up? Well, if rather than a drop-down where they checked yes or no, or sometimes we would use some radio buttons where you click the button yes or click the button no. In this event, if we had a control that was a text box control, we could potentially allow the user to type in whatever they want. So if we were looking for a value of yes or no, and they typed in yeah, okay, nah, that's a viable answer to them. And I'm not saying that the answer is incorrect. All it means is that the answer or the data that's input is not reliable. The integrity of the data has been compromised because I cannot query for something outside of what is expected. I'm expecting yes or no. So this is allowing us to enhance our data integrity. The easier the forms are, and this is what we call it user design or user interface, we're creating an interface that's easier for the user to interact with. They don't have to try to figure out what we're looking for because we give them choices. Okay. So that's in a nutshell what we're doing in this module. And as always, the assignment support forum's there. I look forward to all the feedback that I can get from you to make this a better course term after term in the reflections.